Hi Internet, welcome to the Troyan YouTube channel here with another rocker reaction. Boom, it is more Nightwish per request. What are we doing? Oh man, we are doing Romanticide. Sorry, I was thinking live because this is live and blending the words. So yeah, this is Romanticide official live video. I read the lyrics and it's about, oh man, love can be intense, you guys. Just general thoughts on it. It's just like, kind of like a depressed breakup song. So not necessarily one of the stronger Nightwish lyrical pieces based upon my reading of the lyrics. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's not blowing my mind the way other Nightwish songs did in terms of the lyrical poetry. Like, it's solid, but I mean, it doesn't need to be. I don't need lyrics to be overly complex if the musicality is good. So these lyrics are, definitely a thumbs up, but, let's see where the music for this piece goes. This was described as one of their more metal songs, so let's see if I dig it. So this is my first listen to Romanticide by Nightwish. Alright, so I was actually pretty much digging it unexpectedly, where I thought I wasn't going to like this one as much as other Nightwish songs I've heard, because thus far, basically every Nightwish song I've heard on the channel, I pretty much have liked. But I remembered when I, tried listening to the band back in the day, a lot of it didn't work for me, didn't move me. And I'm very much not into like the double kick, style of metal drumming and metal performances. And I'm not into, the lower tuned guitars, but when this one started, I'm like, you know what, I actually like that riff, and the melody is going well with the riff, and I actually basically had zero complaints with it, and thought, oh wow, I thought this would be one that I wouldn't like as much, because, it was described in the comments as being one of their more metal songs, and I'm more of a rock guy than a metal guy, so I thought, oh man, I might not like it, but I'll still give it a shot. And I was digging it. I'm like, yeah, this is really good. And then the double kick came in, and it all just kind of fell apart for me there. So yeah, definitely, we're definitely interested to see where this goes. We're only a minute in. It looks like 5:04. But it felt like all the momentum that the song had built up and all the goodwill that the song had built up for me had completely dissipated at that point. Now, I know that I'm in the minority on this because people who like Nightwish tend to like this style of drumming, tend to, like when bands do these kind of things in metal songs. But for me, I feel like it's just, I don't know, it just takes me out of the song. It's just like, yeah, okay, I get it, double kick. But, like, there's never, like, a good hook there. And that's what's disappointing to me, is that I know that I'm sacrificing what would be a good hook for just, what just feels like an energy shot. Like, you got one of those, like, 5-hour energies at the gas station. Actually, a lot of people are international. They probably don't have that toxic stuff over in Finland where you guys are. But basically, there's these things that, like, you can get at the gas station in the U.S. that are these just, like, shots of caffeine. And, they just taste terrible. They taste like garbage. They're probably terrible for you, but they just wake you the hell up. Or you can have, like, a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee, with like cream and sugar, and you can still get that caffeinated effect, but it's much more pleasing. So I feel like there are other ways to give you like that burst of energy and adrenaline through music. But this feels, and so I would prefer to have like a nice cup of coffee or a cup of tea, but instead I'm getting like the 5-hour energy where it's just like, it's abrupt and aggressive, and I feel like there's better ways to give me energy than that, and that it just comes off as just feeling like kind of yucky tasting, is where I come at with it. So, not hashtag not all. There are some songs that utilize it very well, and I get really excited about it. But in this case, it took me out of the piece. But let's rewind, get the transition, and see where it goes. Yeah, it feels like the riffs aren't connecting with the drums there. Like, this is good. This is good. And before some of y'all at me in the comments, just check out some of my other Nightwish reactions. They've been pretty much overwhelmingly positive. So before you're just like, oh, he just doesn't like the band. Like, I've done, like, 5 or 6 videos, I think, on the channel at this point. So I do like Nightwish, but this song, at least during this this chorus section, I am not into. All right, so that was a really great guitar solo. So I liked that a lot, and I really I like the riff and I like the verses a lot. So there is a lot of good in the song, but there's also a lot that's just completely taken me out of it. So how far are we into this? We're 3 minutes in. I'm going to be really surprised if the song wins me over by the end of it, because thus far it's like half a good song and then half metal tropes that I'm not into. And even, I know a lot of people say, they have floorgasms and talk about what a great vocalist Floor is. I feel like during these choruses, it's just sort of like the same, like, metal screaming that anyone could do, and it's not allowing her to shine as a vocalist, because she does have a great voice, but I feel like the melodies that are placed on that chorus, like, there's not a lot of room, and I don't even know if it's necessarily even the chorus, but like during the part where the double kick kicks in, there's not enough room for like a really strong melody to shine. And so really all you're able to do is just like keep going high with a very boring vocal melody. Just like, yes, I get you're shouting, you're screaming, you're going with that, that high note over and over and over again. But to me, that's not bringing me energy. That's just sucking me out of the piece. And that's really unfortunate, because I like being positive, and I've had so many other positive things to say about Nightwish on this channel for basically every other single song I've done. And so this is really the first one where I've really had like a really harsh critique of the writing, and that to me is really unfortunate, because I've liked everything else so much, but I think that's also a testament to the quality of this band that's taken me this long to find something that I wasn't into. Now, it's possible when I was in high school, this might have been one of the first songs I was introduced to the band with, and that's what turned me off from them. So, I definitely have, mixed feelings on this, but I think, I do appreciate that they're a band with different layers to their sound and different elements, and I'm so glad that they don't do this in every song. But it does make me like this song much less than basically everything else I've heard from them. Okay. Okay. Um, that was actually a pretty cool ending. Basically, once we got to when they basically just went down and it was basically just like the drummer just doing his thing. Basically, all the other instruments cut out. You had like they show the shot of the keyboard holding down that chord, and then it just had the drummer sort of going into like a double kick pattern. It actually had good groove to it, and so I was open to see where it went. And then actually where it went was actually pretty cool. I thought the chord progression was good. I thought the duet vocal was a really great change of pace, and I thought that it had a pretty cool ending, and that entire like section was musically very cool. So it's really just there's really just like one part of the song that doesn't work for me, but it's a pretty big part of the song, and also consistently like completely took me out of the piece. And this is guilty of like even some of my favorite bands have done stuff like this. Like there's a Kiss song called Flamin' Youth, where people know like Kiss is one of my top 10 favorite bands. And there is a hook in the song that I just really, really hate and takes me out of the piece. And it's unfortunate because I love the rest of the song, but there's still a part of it that just like drives me nuts. And so, while I don't love this song the same way I love Flamin' Youth, it's sort of a symptom of the same thing, where it's otherwise a song I'd be fine with, but there's a part of it that I dislike so much it takes me out of it. Flamin' Youth has enough good elements where I still say it's a great song. This one, for my personal taste, is not a metal guy. I'd say it's good, but like I have really difficulty objectively judging something I dislike. Stylistically that much. And so it's hard for me to tell whether or not I think it's good, but based upon what I think in terms of composition compared to even other Nightwish songs, I think that double kick pattern during those sections clashes with the riffs and does not allow for a strong vocal melody for Floor to sing. And so ultimately I view that as a failure composition-wise, despite the rest of the piece being strong. So like the lyrics, while not my favorite, I think were still strong. I think the riffs and the melodies throughout the rest of the song were good, and I thought that ending section was very good, but that one particular part of the song was enough to almost ruined the entire experience for me. So I might need to listen to this one a few more times to really get the feel for it. But thus far, this is easily my least favorite Nightwish song I've done on the channel. Definitely interested to know what you guys think of it. I had someone in one of the other videos say, "Oh, just wait till you say something mean about Nightwish, then the Nightwish fans will attack you." So, we'll see what happens. Thus far, Nightwish fans have been overwhelmingly positive. But also, I really haven't had anything really negative to say until now, so, we'll see if they still like me after this. Fingers crossed, but you get honesty on this channel. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this one in the comments below. Be sure to do the liking, the commenting, the subscribing, all those good things, and have a good one, everyone.